I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I always think about going to anime worlds, getting their powers, and going on crazy adventures since life is so boring. But then reality sets in, and I remember that I die within 2 seconds if I set foot in some of these worlds. I mean, bro, you got to deal with all kinds of shit that will happily murder you. There's shit that you can't see that will murder you, shit that you can see that will murder you, and shit that you wish you'd never seen that will murder you. And for some strange reason, it's always the worlds that people love the most, i.e., some of the more popular anime that have the most horrific, bloodthirsty, evil worlds where humanity would have died during the Ice Age. Because I'm sorry, imagine knowing you had saber-toothed tigers, wolves, tar pits, and titans trying to take you out. Trying to kill a titan with this lame-ass thunder spear, we'd be cooked. So with that information in mind, I decided to list out 3 of the worst anime worlds that I could think of. And honestly, I wasn't even trying to use some of the most popular animes, but these worlds are just so terrifying, it actually gives me chills at night when I sit down and think, so demons just really be outside at night, ready to murk you. So with that said, we're gonna get into our first world, which is Jujutsu Kaisen. The reason it's the first is because I think this would be the easiest out of the 3 to live in if you were there during the events of the story. Don't get me wrong, this world is still a nightmare, because unless you possess enough cursed energy, you can't even see the curses, which means random shit could just start happening for no reason. All that destruction and carnage that Sukuna and Jogo caused in Shibuya, if for some reason it was just Jogo tweaking out on the city, you would not be able to see him. It would look like the apocalypse just started happening. Volcanic eruptions, random meteorites falling on the city for no apparent reason that you could see with your eyes. Bro, do you know how horrifying it must have been to be a human locked in the subway when the Curse Squad tried to jump Gojo? All you would see is the ultimate light skin essentially tweaking out, flying, and then some random people being dismembered, catching on fire, and then you're brain dead for about 2 months. Or when Ghetto burned down that village, yep, you just spontaneously combust. Or even worse, you run into Mahito, you just get randomly transfigured and die. Or worse yet, get randomly transfigured into some kind of melee weapon or extra terrain, or have your soul be used as a battery for a wrinkly thumb. And again, I would like to reiterate, you most likely won't even see the curses because most people don't have enough cursed energy. And if you can't see them, then this is the shit you're gonna see. And don't say you're gonna become a sorcerer. Nope, you are not him, bro. Most sorcerers die horrendously, and your technique is something you're born with. So if your technique is booty cheeks, you're dead. I mean, I did come up with a little side theory to how you can still be a good sorcerer. If you can figure out a way to maximize your cursed energy efficiency to the level of Sukuna or Gojo, it really wouldn't matter. But again, that's like less than 1% chance, because Gojo has the 6 eyes and is an anomaly, making him the strongest sorcerer of the modern age, and Sukuna is Sukuna. You aren't. The only upside to this world that I can really think about is that this is mostly a Japanese problem. If you're born in any other part of the world, you're most likely never going to run into a curse, and JJK is set in modern times, so it would relatively be the same as our world. If you just spawned into this world, your best bet would be to just book a plane ticket out of Japan and live literally anywhere else. Our second world, however, is a whole other story. Demon Slayer seems really cool until you realize that demons are legitimately outside every night hunting humans, bro. Humans are gazelles and demons are hyenas, lions, and everything else that eats gazelle ass, bro. If you pull up and see a demon eating someone, guess what, buddy? You're next. A regular forest demon is enough to rip your family to shreds, bruh, and they will proceed to eat the entire body in front of you. Ain't a damn thing you can do about it. By default, demons are stronger and faster than humans, so don't believe that you're gonna have some main character awakening and defeat one of these demons, bruh. Most people in the series that we see accomplish this were already descendants of demon slayers or were training since literal toddlers. Tanjiro was struggling against his little sister who had just become a demon, and they still had to hint towards him having some kind of special ability in a kind of way, I guess. If some random person was in Tanjiro's situation, most of us would have died, and we haven't even gotten to the demons that have literal superpowers as yet, bro. The stronger demons who directly do the bidding of Muzan have literal demon blood powers that honestly at this point, why do they need this, bro? Only way you can kill them is sun or with a special metal that has the energy of the sun in it. But you telling me the top tier demons have superpowers? And it's always some wild shit too, bro. This whole is literally Spider-Man. This guy can summon literal clones, and each of these clones has some kind of elemental power. This bitch has wood release. Like, what is this power system, bro? And I know what you're thinking. I'll just become a demon. No, you won't. Muzan is an abusive slave master of a leader, bro. He frequently tortures, abuses, and kills his own demon underlings. And it's crazy because the thing he's killing them for is something that he couldn't do. Like, bro, why can't you just find the flower yourself? He's a hypocrite and a psychopath, but of course he is. He is the first demon ever, so what do we expect? The only good thing is that the upper moons can bully those below them, so maybe. But even when Muzan isn't actively torturing you, you will have the most athletic teenagers in the world jumping you constantly, and that's assuming you even survive becoming a demon. See, demons get stronger from eating a lot of humans and getting more of Muzan's blood. And Muzan is in control of every single cell in his body and your body, since you have his blood, which is toxic. So you might die trying to become a demon in the first place. And if you survive, congrats, you're now a slave cursed to walk the night and eat people. And if you think you're going to become a demon slayer, are you currently an Olympic athlete? If not, then just give up on that dream, bro. Notice I said earlier, jumped by the most athletic teenagers we've ever seen. You see, all that animation stuff we see, that's just for special effects, bro. Demon Slayers are peak human athletes because they have to be. They are fighting demons with superpowers, and all they have are sword skills and determination. Like, bruh, if they run into an upper moon, everyone needs to be Hashira level, or at least close, if all you want is for one or two people to maybe be crippled for the rest of their life after this fight. If not, bro, that Hashira is not winning, and you're all gonna die. If you don't believe me, remember the upper moons have Hashira kill count, so just take that into consideration. But like JJK, this seems to be a Japanese problem since Muzan is again from Japan. But unfortunately, this is set in the past, so leaving is not an option. If you spawn into Japan, good luck. Our last world, in my opinion, is by far the worst. If you are born as an alien inside the walls, climb up Wall Maria, and cause bro, you are cooked. You're either gonna die when Bertol and Reiner break the walls and almost everyone dies, or when they attack again at Tross and a lot of people die, or when or when Paradis sends random civilians in to try and fight Titans, bro. Like, what? Even if you live in the inner walls, you could just get the unlucky bingo draw and be someone that gets stomped when Annie and Eren turn it into a boxing ring. If you are, however, born as an alien outside the walls, might be my hot take, but you should try to make it in the walls. I'm sorry, but these people are literally locked in walls, the same as the island, except they are used as weapons to either become pure titans to attack or titan wielders to lead their armies as, again, literal weapons. I mean, bro, the colossal titan is essentially a nuke. If you don't sacrifice your entire life for a country that hates you, they treat you like literally garbage, bro. Grisha and his family had permission, but they still got treated like dirt. I don't know, maybe it has something to do with my skin color. I'm black. But that ain't no kind of life that anyone should be living. At least inside the walls, people were nice and could live a life. You know what I'm saying? I could go on about how Eldians are treated like cattle outside the walls, but unfortunately, if you're not an Eldian, you're pretty okay. I'm not gonna lie. The world is set in the late 1800s to 1900s, which does kind of suck no AC or internet. And of course, why I mentioned during the events of this story is because if you live any time before Eren, not as an Eldian, you're good. But if you live during his time, anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. If you watched this far, thank you very much, and you might as well like and subscribe to the channel, pretty please. And if you have any words you'd like to see me cover in later videos, just leave it in the comments. Have a great day, guys.